third down. Mark Ingram. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's Travis Homer, the former Miami Hurricane. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ravens 3, Seahawks nothing.
Alert, 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 alert. Watch the flag, watch the flag, watch the flag. Watch the flag, watch the flag, flag.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wilson. Open man is Jacob Hollister. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown Seattle. Jacob Hollister. 77 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive. And he fires one that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Myers connects on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right?
2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Check.
Jackson from the shotgun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Watch 36. 36. Alert. Let's go. Live 36. Live 36. Zebra. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Check. 95. Hey, 0. 36 to Mike. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Here's Wilson to throw again. Gets it to Gordon. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Kill. Hey, look out right there. Good job right there. 48 right now. Let's go.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll run this with Homer. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Third and long, it's Wilson. He's going to get this out to Marshawn Lynch. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Myers' kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no wind. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick-6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized step. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick-6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. Flush to his right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
They can't hang with us. Bring out, bam, bam. Tempo.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And Myers able to knock it through. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
36 to Mike. Here we go, G. Here I come. Touch 50, touch 50.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Mike 48. Danny. Go, let's go.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Again, Wilson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
At the 32-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson leaves it with Edwards on the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play. It was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
Now it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Give me that ball, defense. 12. Give me that ball, defense. Switch. 48's Mike. 48's Mike. Let's go, baby. They turn up. Let's get that ball.
Now it's Wilson. Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10.
Grab it. Got it. Check 48. Got it.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete here.
Wilson on the keeper. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Jim. All go special. Go. Mike 36. Check pass. Watch 36 to Mike.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. Now here's Michael Dixon. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
56.
Now Jackson going to throw again. He's going deep for Brown. And now here's another interception. Trey Flowers picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Under 10. There. 10. Check 15. Check 3.
Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Good, guys. 4 down, 4 down.
First down, the run with Lynch. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
At the Ravens' 32-yard line.
Go.
They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So after the run by Lynch, here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And able to work his way down to the 16. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. And finding the tight end, Wilson. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Kill.
Back to the ground, this time Lynch. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Watch that. Took the outlaw. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
36.
To throw is Jackson. And the pressure gets to him again.
They can't stop
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Good job.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So the victory here for Seattle. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter. But second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night, everybody.
Yeah. Man, I've been